237, what up? This your boy, KBS, King B Swag. Watch Chakara TV on YouTube. Subscribe and hit the notification button for more. Shout out to Chakara TV. They're doing a great job in the industry. It's King B. Let's go.
Hi guys and welcome to this episode of Celebs Tell-All. So I'm about to talk to King B right now. You know King B, the guy who featured in Kao Denero's track, With Them Niggas. Incredible rapper. His journey throughout the music industry till now and how things have been going with him. So let's talk to King B. I'll start by your name, King B, right? So why do you go by that name?
My name, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to start with my real name, which is Betek Kingsley.
Okay.
You feel me? So I decided to put the Kingsley. I had to take out the other part and leave the King, and then for Betek I had to leave the B. So that's when King B came. But there's been a modification to that name because I'm adding swag to it.
Okay.
I'm actually adding swag to it, like King B Swag KBS, because there is another artist by the name King B in the United States, like two other artists, and I think it's going to be a problem because if at this level it's not going to be a problem, but I think later in my career it's going to affect me, legal issues and things like that. So officially right now you're the first person getting that. Okay. It's KBS, King B Swag.
Awesome. So I know you have a crew you're working with, 305 Universal, right?
Yes, that's actually that's the entertainment house I am under. Okay.
So how did you get to start working with them?
It's more like family. So the owner of 305 Universal, shout out to Sean Alvin. He's in Europe right now. He traveled. He's gonna be back in a little bit. The owner had this dream to revive and bring back Orthodox hip hop in its, proper position while he was still out of the country. And he just said, okay, he's going to come open up an entertainment house in Cameroon, like one of those entertainment houses you have in Nigeria that provide not just music, not a recording studio, but video editing, shooting videos and renting out video equipment, selling out studio equipment and so on. So his own contribution to his people Cameroon is to open up an entertainment house and put Cameroon on the map when it comes to entertainment. So when he came back, he called me up. He's like, all right, so I'm gonna open up this and I need you. Yeah. So before then we had been talking. He's like a friend of mine. So we had been talking. He's like, all right, I gotta come open this. I need minds like yours. So when initially when he called me, he didn't call me to come be a rapper. That's the funny story. He called me to come be a podcast host. 305 Universal is gonna have a podcast that is gonna be, streaming live and like other podcasts, stations that you have. So he called me like he wants me to host the podcast and he knows I can't do it. I'm like, okay. So I pull up. And when I came, we were putting things together. It was one day, because there's an artist in the house. There's a rapper. Actually, when I came, there was already a rapper in the house. So the rapper and some other guys were just having fun in the microphone. And they just called me. Nobody knew I was a rapper. Initially, I had started rapping. And then I started rapping 2006. Okay. And then I took a break, like 2010. So when I took a break, I was still doing my thing back home. I was still writing rhymes. I was still practicing in the mirror. But so when I came, let's get back to the story. When I came, they were freestyling outside. So I don't know, somebody just gave me the microphone. And I did my thing. And from there, he was like, whoa. He was overwhelmed. He was so surprised.
We didn't see this coming.
Nobody saw it coming.
Yeah.
So he just told me to get in the studio. We started shooting ciphers, and that's when I restarted my career.
Okay, so you mentioned you went on a break 2006. Why?
Now I started 2-6, went on the break 2-10.
Okay, why did you go on a break 2010?
I mean, I have like two reasons or three. The major, like the first reason is I had to finish school first. Like my mom, shout out to my mom. I love you, mama.
Yeah.
She needed me to finish school. So she's like, if you need to do entertainment or whatever, you got to finish school first. You know how Anglophone parents are, coming from where we come from.
Yeah,
you know
I
how
know.
strict
I
they
know.
are with school. So I took a break to 2-10. Like I started 2-6 when I was in Upper Sith, and then took a break 2-10. As no, not yeah, 2-10. I was in the university. I was like in the university. I had to finish, so I took a break. So ever since, I just like I looked at Cameroon, the type of music that I was doing, hip hop was not what it used to be in the past when we started. It was no longer a lifestyle. It was no longer like it was before, because you know, rap music and hip hop is more than just music. It's a lifestyle. So I saw something different. So I just had to stop, and I'm like, okay, maybe one day the music is gonna call me back, and boom, so it called me back.
Yeah, and here you are.
Here I am.
Yeah, so I saw this video you posted on Twitter where I think it was like a message to your mom on Mother's Day. Like, it was really beautiful. I loved it. Yeah.
Thank you very much. That was actually a poem.
Okay.
Every time I have every time there is either if there is every year there is Mother's Day, I write a poem for my mom. That's actually like the second poem I wrote. Yes, because I wrote the first one before I started rapping. When I was on my break, I wrote one. I posted it on Facebook. A lot of people didn't notice. When I came back to rapping, I did the one you said you saw on Twitter.
Yeah. So you said you posted on social media, but have you ever tried reading it to her? Like, does she know you do that?
Nah. Seriously, I haven't.
Okay, why?
She doesn't. I don't know. Listen, coming from like the family that some of us come from, entertainment is not something that is always welcome. I think I had that complex when it comes to taking my talents to my parents since I was a young blood. I had that complex, and even I'm a man right now, I still have it. Even though she might like it, but I don't know. I just had to put it out there for her. It doesn't matter whether she sees it or not. The whole world sees it, and that's it.
Okay, awesome. So right now, does she know you're back into music? Has she heard some of the things you have done, like, or she's clueless about that?
I'm gonna tell you a funny story, right? So when my brother called me up, when Sean called me up to come work with him on 305 Universal, I had to move because initially I was living in Boya, right? So I had to move to Douala. And when my mom asked, like, why are you moving? Like, because she lives in Douala. She's like, okay, why are you moving? I'm like, okay, there is this thing I'm about to come do. It has to do with, hosting a TV and hosting a show. She's like, okay. She doesn't even know because she's like, she's old. She's actually not so young.
Okay.
So she said, I don't know what you do. I don't know what you guys do over there. I just hope everything y'all do is good. I'm like, yeah, but she doesn't know I'm a rapper. Like, she didn't know. Only like last week when my little nephew took a video of mine and showed it to her. That's when she was like, oh, so this is what you like. I've been trying to figure out what you do. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty much it.
And what did she say? Like, did she like it? Like, what did she say?
She knew, like, she always told me, like, she knew I had this talent in me from when I was a kid. I used to mess up her radio cassettes, the old school radio cassettes, the little cassettes that I used to mess it up every time she buys a new one. I go mess it up because I need to record my voice. I take a cassette, erase everything on it, record my voice, and then before you know it, I just mess up the whole player. And then she'll come put a whoop on my ass. So she knew And even as a teenager, I used to go perform, like do what you call we used to call it staging back in the days.
Yeah.
Like you go perform other people's songs and dance and stuff. We used to call it telepodium and staging where I'm from. So she always knew that because I won a prize. It was one time I came out first and I told her that. Yeah. So she's actually not surprised. But rap music is not what she expects because she doesn't know a lot about rap music.
Yeah. Okay. So you have done this collaboration with Kao Denero, and before that collaboration, you released One Stone, which was like a diss track aimed at Lyrical Joe, right?
Word.
Yeah. So why did you feel the need to respond to Lyrical Joe?
I like the fact that you're asking me. See, the questions you're asking me are so relevant. These are questions people have not. Yeah, a lot of people do not know. Shout out to Kao Denero first of all. Shout out to Sierra Leone. Shout out to Cameroon. Shout out to all hip hop fans. Happy World Music Day to all of you. So, before I came back to rap, right? While I was away, Lyrical Joe had a diss. I don't know. Yeah, had a diss with Jovi. You know Jovi, right? Of course, the famous Jovi of Cameroon.
Yeah.
Had a diss with Jovi, and this has been going on like for years. So this is what I said to myself. I used to just look at it. I'm like, okay, if you the rules of rap music is if you're dissing somebody, it's you and him. You feel me? Under no circumstance have I ever heard any artist or an MC disrespect an entire country because he wanna go against a particular MC. So for me, Lyrical Joe did not just diss Jovi. He crossed the line when he started stating incidents, natural disasters in Cameroon, like the Lake Nyas disaster. He talked about the political situation in Cameroon, the French and the English. Like that was not necessary. So I think he overplayed his role, and this is what I said to myself. I'm like, I know that rap music in Cameroon right now is not where it used to be, and I don't know if somebody, because he's a good MC. I got to tell you, Lyrical Joe is good.
Yeah.
I have never said this on live TV. He's good. I'm like, okay, you cannot disrespect Cameroon like that. Like Cameroon doesn't have MCs and stuff, because people have been watching him do that for years, and nobody actually, responded in a proper manner. So I took it upon myself. I promised myself, like, if I ever come back, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take him to school to let him know, no, Cameroon has a rich history in rap music and hip hop, and we have dope rappers, and tell him not to disrespect an entire country and teach him the rules of diss or beef rap. So that is what I said. When I came to 305, I told my producers, shout out DJ Dub, shout out DJ Blue. I told him, like, I'm coming back. If he says anything about Cameroon again, I'm gonna get at him. So I gave him a chance, which he did again on his
Moment
on
of
his
truth,
diss track. On his diss track, Two Birds.
Oh yeah, Two Birds.
Yeah, he did. He had initially dissed Cameroon on the other one. You feel me? But that was before I came. So I'm like, okay, I'm waiting for him to do it again. It's not like it's personal, but I need him to do it when I'm rapping. So he did it, and boom, I went at him.
Yeah. Awesome. So then you did this collaboration with Kao Denero. How did that happen? Who got in touch with who? Like, how did that whole thing happen?
All right. So when I had done the diss track, the One Stone, I became exposed. Like before the One Stone, 305 Universal has been doing ciphers.
Okay.
We've done 2 ciphers. The movement is on YouTube. Go to 305 Universal site. You can see it over there. We've done 2 ciphers, the movement and the revolution. So the movement was just like an introduction that 305 is back. 305 is here to change the rap atmosphere of Cameroon. And then the revolution is to sensitize Africans about African unity and Black people globally about the need for us to unite. That was before the whole Black Lives Matter movement that restarted again. So we did that. So after I had done that, my name was not really out there. People were liking my part in the ciphers and stuff, but I became so exposed to Africa after I did the One Stone diss track against Lyrical Joe. And that's when somebody from Sierra Leone because you know, Lyrical Joe also disrespected Kao Denero
yeah.
and Lyrical and Sierra Leone. So I think the fans of Sierra Leone were like, okay, when I dropped that, I named Sierra Leone again. I said it's a part in the diss track. I said Cameroon got the fuel, Sierra Leone got the fire. We're gonna burn you, lion and tiger. So they kind of like felt like, whoa, King B is coming to the rescue and stuff. That's when a partner of Kao Denero reached out to me online, like, yo, we like what you're doing, we support you. I'm like, yeah, appreciate it. And he gave me Kao Denero's number. It's like Kao Denero is watching. I'm like, oh, word.
Yeah.
And before One Stone, I had been a fan of Kao Denero. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Huge fan of him for what he does. So when I got his number, it was just brotherhood from then on. Boom.
Yeah.
And speaking of the song, so when Kao Denero reached out to me, Kao Denero's problem is this. The little nations of West Africa are being alienated. You feel? They're being left out as far as entertainment and music is concerned. So Kao Denero feels like these countries like Sierra Leone, Liberia, Cameroon, and other countries around should come together and work, you know, so they could make their name heard. Because Ghana and Nigeria, as well as South Africa, are kind of like monopolizing
the whole music. African entertainment,
Yes, and they don't want to give the key. So Kao Denero was like, okay, we're gonna do a collaboration, me, you, and Jovi together. But first, I'm gonna do a collaboration with Jovi. I'm like, yeah, you should, because he has a bigger fan base, and he represents Cameroon better than I do, because he's been in the industry long, and I'm just coming. So do it with him first, connect the two countries, and then later on, you're gonna do one with me, and then three of us could jump on a song together. So somebody put him in contact with Jovi, because I did not have Jovi's number. I still did not have it. He started talking, and I don't know what happened. One thing led to the other, and Jovi couldn't do the song because of one reason or the other. So Kao Denero called me like one evening, like, yo, Jovi cannot do that song because of one reason or the other. Can you do it? I'm like, yeah, send me the beat. So he sent me the beat, and I just recorded it at 305 Universal Studios and sent my verse to him. Like the next day I sent my verse, and that was it. The rest is history.
Yeah. So you're saying We the Nigga was initially supposed to be a Kao Denero Jovi collaboration?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
absolutely.
I thought it was supposed to be a three-way thing. So now I know it was supposed to be a duo. Yeah. Okay.
It was supposed to be like, as I said, it was supposed to be him and Jovi first, me and him later, and then a three-way at the end.
Okay. Yeah. So I saw this advertisement for the We Them Niggas music video is coming soon. So how is that happening? Quarantine? Like how is the whole thing happening?
Yo, like Kao Denero needs us to shoot that video. He needs us to shoot the video because he thinks We Them Niggas is a big project, and we shouldn't just leave it at an audio, song. We should shoot the video. So he just hit me up last week. It's been a week. He just hit me up, and it's like, yo, I think we should shoot a video, because remember, his whole objective is to unite these countries. Let's not forget. And doing a video together is going to show Cameroon, as well as it's going to show Sierra Leone, the rest of Africa, and the world. So if that happens, I think it's going to be a meaningful, a more better project than the audio, because some people criticize the audio one reason or the other.
Okay.
You never know. Some people still criticize the audio, so it's like, all right, boom, let's shoot the video. With the quarantine, I think like things are becoming better. Things are becoming better, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna shoot it. Sierra Leone is like my second home right now. I don't know, but the truth is, I have a big fan base in Sierra Leone. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
My fan base in Sierra Leone is bigger than my fan base in Cameroon. Facts.
Okay.
You feel me? Which is, I don't know. It's just shit
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah, I noticed that like when I went under your video, a lot of people commenting like shout out from Sierra Leone, we are behind
Word,
you, SL. Yeah. So
word.
I noticed that. But why do you think many Cameroonians are not embracing your music as much as Sierra Leoneans?
Number one, I haven't dropped a single yet.
Mm,
You haven't noticed. I'm still like I'm doing all this still with little projects. I
yeah.
haven't dropped a single yet. Number one. Number two, Cameroon has not attained that level of accepting orthodox hip hop. Like as I said, Cameroon before was so good in orthodox hip hop. I said that in my on my freestyle rap identity, which I released, one of my first projects. Cameroon was so good. Like we had a good foundation with hip hop. Like we lived the life, and it was more than just music. It was a lifestyle. And somewhere along the line, Afro pop came up, Afrobeat came up, and dominated everything. And Afrobeat is more like a dancing kind of genre of music. It's different. So it dominated, and Cameroon was like, and as you know, Cameroon does it a lot. We got there from Nigeria, and we're doing that a lot, and which is still good to me. To me, it's okay because if not for Afrobeat, a lot of artists would not have come up. We would have never known Tizi Panchak, the Locals, and the rest. So I think it's still an asset to Cameroon. But then let's not forget about hip hop because it has been there since, and with time, Cameroon is gonna learn to embrace my music because what I do is not just hip hop. I incorporate some cultural aspects into it.
Yeah.
That's why you hear me using my dialect sometimes, and that's it.
Yeah, I noticed that about you, and I was like, this is what's going to make you stand out, because like a lot of people can sing in English and do the rap and things,
Yes.
but when you put your identity to it, then you stand out. So I was like, that's incredible. Yeah.
Thank you.
So I noticed you also did a collaboration with a Ghanaian rapper, and I hope I'll call his name correctly. Case Kim, is that it?
K Scheme. You've been doing your homework.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Listen.
Yeah.
let me just say this about you. I don't know if I'm gonna be flattering you, but Cameroon needs more. I don't know if I should say presenters or journalists like you. I'm serious, because you just do not say things off the blue. You just do not say things because you want to say them, like a lot of these reporters and bloggers be doing. But you do your homework, and wow, I take my hat off to you.
Thank
Please
you.
keep doing what you're doing. Cameroon needs you.
Yeah. So how did the whole Case Kim collaboration happen? Yeah.
Shout out to K Skim. He's a Ghanaian rapper who's based in Canada. I think, yeah, in Canada and the States. So there was this brother of mine too, a Cameroonian, Mr. J. He does reaction videos on YouTube, rap reaction videos.
Yeah.
Mr. J is like a big brother to me. He connected me to K Skim after the whole One Stone and collaboration with Kao Denero. He connected me to K Skim, and like K Skim want to do something with me. He didn't like what I'm doing, so I'm like, all right, no problem. So he, as usual, sent a beat to me. I put my verse on it, and the rest is history.
That was it. Yeah. So talking about Mr. J, there was this tweet which you retweeted, right? So I think when you did the whole One Stone thing, Mr. J didn't have like a very positive reaction to it, right? And there was this tweet which somebody sent out there, and you retweeted it. So then I see you collaborating with him. So like, how is that whole relationship like? He didn't say the most positive things about your project, but yeah, it seems like these guys have passed out everything.
I never, like, people, family fight. Family, we have family feud, family disagree, but then we disagree to agree again. What happened when I did the One Stone? What happened when I did the One Stone was a misunderstanding. A misunderstanding. Like Mr. J, there was something he did not get. So whatever happened, I don't want to talk about it, but it was a little misunderstanding. And he's my brother. I had to say what I had to say. I told him how I felt, and he looked at it as like, okay, man, it's all love, and we're all Cameroonians. Our objective is to put Cameroon on the map. you know, to the rest of the world and make them respect us and stuff. You do you, I'm gonna do me. Let's continue doing, you know, this hard work.
I'm glad you guys could hash things out like that, because you know a lot of people are talking now about the whole Jovi Stanley Eno thing. Like they feel like these are two the biggest names in the industry who, if they come and if they collaborate together, it might really create some noise in the entertainment industry. So what's your thought about all of that?
Listen, I don't know. This is not just a Jovi Stanley Eno problem. This is a Cameroonian problem.
Mm.
We are so egotistical in the way we do things. We are so selfish in the way we do things. It's a general problem. And we should learn, just like Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa, to put our resources, I'm talking about musical resources, together, our talent together. We're going to create a bigger impact as far as music is concerned in Africa and the world.
Mm.
I'm just saying the problem Stanley Eno and Jovi are having does not emanate from themselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's these crazy fans. It's these crazy bloggers.
Mm-hmm.
It's these crazy fans. They are so addicted. They are so addicted to feud. They are so addicted to diss and beef between two artists that if you do not diss with somebody, they stir it up.
Yeah.
They push it. They don't say, they want it out there. I don't know why we like this, but it's not taking us nowhere. That is why we're still here today. Shout out to Jovi. Shout out to Stanley Eno. I think y'all brothers should come together and make this happen. It's going to help us.
Yeah.
Because they are true. They're like icons to the Cameroonian urban music. I take nothing from them. And it was the time like some fans almost made me have problems and issues with Jovi.
Yeah.
I am just coming and I almost had issues with Jovi over nothing. I still have respect for him.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. It's nothing but love.
Okay, awesome. So you also mentioned 305 Universal. You guys are going to be having a podcast. So is it going to be entertainment related podcast? What direction are you going at?
We're going to be having a podcast, an entertainment podcast, but we're going to be having like artists coming over, just like the Breakfast Club type of you know, radio show or TV. Yeah, we're going to be having artists coming over, rappers coming over, entrepreneurs coming over, models coming over. It's just like young, let me just say, people that are contributing to the entertainment milieu in Cameroon are going to be coming through. Artists especially, models, and so on, and other investors.
Oh, wow. I'm really looking forward to that. So why have you guys not yet started? What's holding that back?
We're taking time. We're putting everything together. We need state-of-the-art equipment, which one of the reasons why the owner of 305, Sean Alvin, is out of the country right now to get the best, because he's like, he wants Cameroon, as I'm saying, to be respected out of this world. So if we're going to be having a podcast, if it's going to be streaming across the world, when they look at it, they look at the quality of the equipment, they look at what we bring to the table, they will respect Cameroon better. And that's how we start, you know, taking back what is ours as far as respect is concerned.
I like that. I like a lot of times we see Cameroonians keeping things at the Cameroonian standard, the national standard. I like the fact that you are going the international standard. Yeah.
That's what I don't get. And I'm sorry, but I got to say this. Cameroon is so comfortable with its mediocrity. Okay, like we like mediocre shit. If I could say that, I'm sorry, but we like mediocre shit over here. When you think out of the box, when you try to compete, because a rapper like me, for example, what I do is I do not just rap because I want to rap to be respected in Cameroon. No, I rap because I want to be respected in the United States and Africa and other parts of the world. And if I get that respect, Cameroon is going to get that respect. Because see, it is art. You feel me? It is art. And why should I want to make art only the Cameroonian way or the inferior way? Because Africa has suffered a lot of complex, a lot of marginalization. Because when you're out of the country, and anything you hear about Africa, you think when they hear about Africa, they think about starvation, mediocrity, complex. I am a Pan-Africanist. Another thing people do not know. So when I do what I do it at a top level, just so they could respect Africa and know that we can also do it at that level. Hip hop is a black culture. A lot of Cameroonians do not know that. It's a black culture. It's nothing white about hip hop. It's nothing Western about hip hop. It's a black culture, and I'm doing it like my brothers are doing it all over there in the United States and other parts of the world.
I like that. I know you have a whole team behind you, so some of the challenges which artists might face when you get into the industry, you might not face those challenges because you have a team behind you. But are there some challenges you face in spite of?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of challenges. I'm not even gonna lie, a lot of it.
Yeah.
The biggest challenge is this. I'm not worried about it. This is just like an advice to every upcoming artist and everybody who is aspiring to be an artist. Just know, as far as you're Cameroonian, you're gonna receive betrayal, persecution from your own people. You put something, you waste your time, you use your time, go to the studio, record a song, put a team together, shoot the video, spend this money which you do not even get back.
Yeah.
And you put out your body of work only for a nincompoop to come under the comment section and say something so derogatory and denigrating, not only to you, but to the whole Cameroon. Because when they do that, they're insulting their own self. They're shitting on themselves. And a Cameroonian is that, like, Cameroonian fans are so quick to criticize what artists do. Me and you know what is good music. I'm not gonna lie to you. In different milieus, you don't need to do a particular genre of music to know that person is good at it. But once the Cameroonian realize they cannot find something to criticize you on, they're just so scared and they need something they can say that's gonna take you down. Instead of supporting you, they say something stupid. That's the biggest challenge that I have. But I don't care. Like, I know what I bring to the table. I know what people are telling me. Like, people who are doing this at the top level, if I'm having respect from these people, then I really don't care much.
Yeah.
Notwithstanding, there are also some Cameroonians that support me a lot. Shout out to a lot of these bloggers. Shout out to a lot of these fans. Respect, and I do it to motivate. I just do it to motivate the young generation. And I have a lot of these young cats coming to me. It's surprising that my music is relating to a lot of young rappers. I don't know how this happens, but I consider myself kind of old, but all these young rappers be relating to me and calling me, and I bring them beside me and we talk about music. So that's my biggest challenge. Yeah, that's it.
There are some tweets which I got from your page, and I would read them out, and you just tell me, like, what were you thinking when you put out that tweet? You just need to expression. Okay.
I hope I can handle this.
Hopefully. So this, you said, niggas putting out songs on coronavirus and speak to whack verses on it. WTF, this is not a trend. It's a global pandemic. Show some respect.
I think that speaks for itself. So I'm going to start by, like, I am the first rapper in Cameroon to drop a song on coronavirus when it came out. It wasn't exposed a lot. I sent it out to some bloggers. I don't know why they refused to put it out there. It is called We Are Here to Stay.
Yeah,
the video is out there. It's on 305 Universal YouTube. And whenever there is a global pandemic like a coronavirus, artists should take upon themselves to put out music that relate to that pandemic. Not only that, but they should try to tell people how to avoid that and how people should come together and let's fight this pandemic. It's global crisis. But when you look at it, people put out coronavirus songs and are dancing in it.
Yeah.
How is that possible? How do you put out a song? Are you so disconnected from reality that you put out a song about a global pandemic and you put a dancing beat behind? It's not something to dance about. People are dying. It's like the whole world is shook. So, and when I go through some of their verses, it's just so whack. Everybody needed to do it. Why? If you can't, this is art. This is art. If you cannot articulate yourself and your music properly, then please don't do it. Especially when it comes to things that the whole world is watching.
Yeah. So true.
I just had to tweet that because a lot of people were putting out horrible. I don't know how else I should say that, bro.
Yeah, I
That's
get
how
it.
I felt when I told you.
Yeah. Okay, this other you say what some people call rap in Khmer these days will make you wonder where we got lost. Damn.
Yes.
Mm.
Cause okay, check this out. Rap music used to be something that it has a lot, or rap music is still something that has to do with intelligence.
Mm.
It has a lot to do with rhythm, flow, and lyrics. The things that you put in your song, how you put it, and the meaning.
Mm.
That is rap music. And these days, Cameroonians want to tell you, the artist, how to rap.
Yeah.
Cameroonians want to tell you, the artist, the language you should use to rap. Cameroonians want to tell you, the artist, the title of songs you should make. That is preposterous.
Mm.
You are the artist. You are the artist. That is your job. If you're a good artist, if you're a natural artist, if you're a hard worker, you know exactly what to put out. You know exactly how to put it out. And you know how to measure the music that you do with. Because at the end of the day, I'm measuring this to the music of the world in Africa. If not, I will not even do this. I want to put Cameroon on the map. We want to see the Rick Rosses. We want to see the Cardi B's coming to Cameroon. They're not coming. Why do you think they're not coming? Our music does not relate. Our rap music does not relate. They might like our cultural music, you feel me? But as far as rap music is concerned, it doesn't relate. Because what people call rap these days is funny.
Yeah.
But notwithstanding the good rappers out there, shout out to keeping the Jovis aside because he's done his job. We all know. I'm talking about like the new ones, the good rappers out there. Shout out to Young Holiday, he's doing a great job. Shout out to it's a lot of these rappers. I don't know. Shout out to Goma. Shout out to Lil Gray. Do what you do, brother.
Yeah.
Shout out to Askia. I can't forget her. Like I take my hat off to her. Askia has been very consistent and she has improved over the years. Wow, wow.
Yeah.
Askia, you made me right now. You have no idea. Shout out to Young Megan. Shout out to the young ones that do it. Shout out to Otang. Shout out to Gawan. I don't know the young guy.
Yeah. Kawan.
Kawan. Shout out to Kawan and so on. These are, I think these people are actually doing a good job. But I pray that they do not derail from what they're doing because Cameroonian fans are going to insult them and tell them what to do. And it makes some of these artists change their identity.
Yeah.
You are an artist. Nobody tells you how to change. It's a natural aspect. You do what you're good at. So if you're changing because somebody said you should do it in this language or do it in this style, then this is not a job for you. You should, change and do something else.
Yeah. Some of the biggest names, like one of the biggest names in rap music does Mboko rap, right? Jovi, right? Yeah.
Word.
Do you ever see yourself going in that direction of doing Mboko rap?
Never.
Never?
Never.
Okay.
I'm not doing Mboko not because Mboko is not skilled. I don't consider it rap enough, but I'm not doing Mboko because I'm not doing Mboko because there's already a king in Mboko. That's Jovi. Why would I want to there's already a king and establish somebody that has coined the word Mboko? Number one. That's why I will never do Mboko. Number two, I cannot speak Mboko. I can speak Pidgin. You don't realize Pidgin is not Mboko. Mboko is the Pidgin that a Frenchman uses. He tries to speak Pidgin but ends up at Mboko. But when you go to the Northwest and Southwest, that's not the Pidgin that we grew up on. It's not Pidgin. I put Pidgin in some of my raps. Like my first cipher Pidgin is right there. My I think some of my songs I dropped some Pidgin lines. So I cannot do Mboko because I'm not good at it. I cannot speak Mboko. I can speak English and my dialect better, and then I can speak Pidgin. But then Pidgin is not a complete a language. It's not complete. For me, it's not complete because it's a Creole language. It's even borrowed from it's the ability to try to speak English, but you fall short. That's how it came about. Indirect rule. It came about. So rap music is literature. Now, how do I articulate myself when I fall short of words? I can't do it.
Yeah.
Even Jovi doesn't just do it only in pidgin. Jovi does it sometimes in French and English sometimes because pidgin is limited.
Mm.
That's why I'm not gonna do it. Plus,
Yeah.
I'm educated. Why should my parents send me to school only to come sing in pidgin?
Yeah.
We used to get beat. We used to get beat up for speaking pidgin. We used to get chastised for speaking pidgin. So I
Yeah.
don't understand why, some people will. But then, if you cannot speak English and you're so good in pidgin, okay, rap in pidgin, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll never do it.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just curious. Like, what did you
Mm.
study in school?
Law.
Law. Okay. Awesome. Like,
I
awesome.
I I have a bachelor's degree in English private law in the University of Yaoundé too.
Oh, wow. So, do you think like if you're not doing music, you would have been following a law career?
Nah, I did law. I wanted to be a journalist.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to do law at the degree level and then mass communication at the master's level, so I could be a reporter
Mm.
eventually or have my own program. That's why well, if you follow me just for a little bit, you'll see that I have been trying to put in some work on my reporting skills and
Okay.
stuff. I never
Yeah.
wanted to be a lawyer. Trust me. I just needed the knowledge of law. I would have been a teacher.
Oh.
I am a teacher actually. I've taught English in Asia for 3 years before coming back to Cameroon.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So yeah,
That's cool.
that's
That's
it.
cool. Yeah. So you seem like a very driven person. So what inspires you? What gives you this drive to do what you do?
Right now,
Mm-hmm.
the death of my sister is rather unfortunate, but I lost my sister. It's gonna be like 10 months. It's 10 months now. It's gonna be a year pretty soon.
Sorry
That's the
about that.
closest person. That's the closest person I had in this world that understands me. So when she died, I'm just like, okay. It's like she put a fire in me. That's my first motivation, and then second is just to because I've been out of the country, right? I was affected by racism.
Mm.
That's why I became a Pan Africanist. And another reason that I have this drive is to make Africans be respected, make Black people be respected around the world. To
Oh.
make my people like, because if they respect us, if you are respected and not being discriminated on, there's a lot of potential that you can bring to the table.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
it's
That's
that's it.
true. So there was this tweet from this Nigerian DJ where he was
Yeah,
talking about playing just 99.9% Nigerian songs, and
word.
a lot of Cameroonians were talking about it. Some were like in agreement with what the DJ said. Others were like, "Why do you do that if we are trying to promote like a united Africa and you cannot play songs from other African countries?" So
Word.
there was this disagreement. So where do you stand with that?
It's a lot of stupidity. I'm
Mm.
sorry, but I have to use these words. I told you I'm a teacher, so sometimes I'm just strict. I use certain words.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stupidity going on in Africa, in West Africa,
Mm.
in Cameroon, especially. That's where I come from, and Nigeria too. I can't speak for Nigeria, but at least I can speak for Cameroon. Listen, if we are struggling to unite Africa, if we're struggling to make our voices heard as Black people across the world, why would you prefer to play just your music? Nigeria is just, it's huge, there's no doubt, but Nigeria is just a piece in the puzzle of Africa.
Mm.
So Nigeria has the responsibility to expose other music coming from other countries, because other countries are exposing Nigerian products.
Mm.
If you can recall, Cameroon is one of those countries that they promoted Nigerian culture.
So true.
They are Cameroonians that speak like Nigerians are still living in Cameroon because they love the culture. They are Cameroonians that live off Nigerian movies. They are Cameroonians that live off Nigerian music. We promoted their culture because we are connected to these people. if it wasn't for colonization, some of us would have been Nigerians still.
Yeah.
So we're so connected to these people. That's why we do these things. For Nigerians to say we don't play Cameroonian music is sick. I think it's so sick because it's just the same thing. It's the same people.
Mm.
You feel me? And Cameroonians have been playing other, you know, we've been playing reggae. We've been playing Coupé de Calais. We've been playing the Nigerian, you know, Afrobeat and Afro-pop. We've been playing hip-hop for as long as I can remember.
Mm-hmm.
So it's rather unfortunate that it's changing right now and people are becoming selfish. These are some of the things Kao Denero is talking about. Now you see why I resonate with him a lot.
Yeah.
Nigerians don't want to give us the key to the industry, but they forgot that we actually help in building their own industry.
Yeah.
Cameroonians should learn how to promote their own too and play their own songs. I'm not saying they shouldn't play Nigerian songs. We should not copy what Nigerians are doing, but we should at least play 80% of Cameroonian songs and 20% of, you know, other songs too.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the best way to do it.
Okay.
Because some people will be talented to do Nigerian type of music. It's natural. You cannot blame Cameroonians will be talented to do Nigerian type of music.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna stop playing it because their talent comes from that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the way I feel.
Okay, I get it. So in all of your songs, you use this phrase, "keeper of the gates."
Yeah.
Why?
When I consider myself the only rapper that actually made Lyrical Joe respect Cameroon.
Okay.
And he had said it. He said it in his latest interview. He said it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Cameroonians are listening, but he said it. And I noticed that I have a lot in common with Lyrical Joe. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
I dissed him on that, but that's him. I have a lot in common with him. The same thing his fighting in Ghana is almost the same thing I'm fighting in Cameroon.
Okay.
And we're doing almost the same type of music. I actually have a lot in common with him that I think. Shout out to Lyrical Joe, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is not even the moment to start promoting this. Black Lives Matter, Africa Unite. So for me, it's just, I consider myself the keeper of the gates. Like whenever anybody disrespects Cameroon, especially rappers, I will come up and shut that person up.
Oh.
That's why I consider myself keeper of the gates, if it should answer your question.
Okay, awesome. It's good to know we have that person there to respond. Yeah.
Even though not all Cameroon support me, but I'm still going to be there for them. I'm still going to bleed for Cameroon.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like, you know what they say, like a prophet is never known in their own home, right? So like
Word.
Yeah.
I think I epitomize this statement a lot. Because out of Cameroon, I am receiving a lot of respect. I'm telling you. Out of Cameroon, I am so happy because that is what I put in my head when I came back. Like, I'm gonna be respected out there, and then when they respect me, they respect Cameroon.
Incredible.
So I see myself like an export.
Yeah. Okay, so I have final 2 questions for you. Could you give me your top 5 rappers in Cameroon?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Damn. What you want me to say? I got friends up in this industry. You're setting me up. I don't think I can answer that. Top 5?
Yeah. Like, I know there are so many good rappers, right? But if you were to take like 5, who are you going to pick?
Rappers that I think could work, that I could work with. Can we put it that way?
Okay, let's put it that way. Let's put it that way. Yeah.
Better. Of course, you cannot forget. I mean, you cannot talk about rap in Cameroon, even when I was away, without like contemporary period. I'm not talking about like in the past. I'm gonna call the Crotals and the rest. But if you're talking like right now, contemporary period, Jovi is in there. I cannot deny that. Of course, my brother Stanley is no longer a rapper. It's clear. Everybody knows that he's more of a showman and entertainer. So I wouldn't consider him right now. But he made Cameroonian rap be noticed out of the country. So
yeah.
Young Holiday.
Okay.
Wow. Mike Monster, because listen, I don't do vocal rap, but for those who do it, I respect. Like Mike Monster is the epitome of vocal rap.
Mm-hmm.
Jovi is like the creator, but Mike Monster is the epitome. He epitomized vocal rap right now. So I think I could do something with him. Because if vocal rap comes with orthodox rap, and we could come together and put our different talents together, we could create magic.
True.
Wow. I don't know these names, man. Like
2 more to go.
Okay. Askia.
Okay, yeah. 4.
Askia. It's a lot of vocal rappers I respect. I could call their names, but we're talking. Man, why did you give me 5, man? Should I say 10?
Yeah, I'm up to 10 to, yeah. But just give me the first 5, then we'll see about the next 5.
Okay. I said Jovi, right?
Yeah, Jovi, Young Holiday, Mike Monster, Askia.
Mike Monster.
One more.
Askia. One more?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Because it's like 4 people I want to put in one.
Okay. Let's get the 4 names.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. MC Nelex.
Yes.
Blueprint Hakeem.
Cleo
Gray.
Yeah.
And the new one. There's a new kid on the block. It's a new kid. I don't know his name, but it's this new kid that just came up. I think it's good. He has a future. Okay,
he featured in which song? Which song is that?
No, he just got signed. He does like fast rap. I don't know his name. He was a Napster just some days back. I think he does a great job.
Okay.
And if I haven't called your name, please. It's not easy to do this interview and remember everything. There's dope artists out there, but as far as rap is concerned, y'all gotta step your game up, Cameroon. Y'all gotta step your game up. Seriously, if you're doing rap, it's rap music. Do not mix rap music with other genres. And before I stop, I just want to make this clear. You know, my sister, I gotta tell you this. Rap and hip hop is an urban culture. I just want to make this clear. Rap and hip hop is an urban culture. And the things that we do in this music is urban because it came from that. It's not cultural music. It's not traditional music. It's not tribal music. Rap can be fused, can be put together, can be amalgamated with tribal music, Afro pop, and other genres, but it stays an urban music. So sometimes when we do it too urban, some people in Cameroon want to criticize. I'm sorry, it is urban. And some of your favorite artists, some of your favorite Afro pop artists and tribal artists still dress and carry the swagger of rappers. Why? Leave the rappers alone. I'm not a rapper in a Cameroonian traditional rapper. No, I am a rapper. You hear me? I am a rapper like the Drakes and the Kendrick Lamars and the rest. This I see myself like that, like the Nasty C's, the Calligraph Jones, the MIs. That's the way I see myself. And period. I rap in the language which I could articulate myself better. So, in your face. If you don't want it, okay. But that's rap.
That's okay. So my next question will be top 5 in Africa.
Yeah, I think I can do it. I think I can do that with ease.
Okay.
But top 5 in Africa, I'm not saying I'm gonna start from the best. You need me to say the best?
No, just any order, just 5.
Thank you.
Top 5.
Thank you. Kao Denero.
Yeah.
Nasty C. Calligraph Jones. MI and Ice Prince Zamani.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah. So before you go, first of all, thank you very much for accepting to do this interview. It has been very beautiful talking to you. But before you go, what advice could you give to people who want to get into this industry, the entertainment industry?
Get educated first. Make sure you study a lot. The world is global right now. Your contribution is going to change the world. It's not like before. We're living in a global village right now. You can, like your education, when I say education, I'm not just talking about school. Get your school and then do research. Study about your history, where you come from. It's going to help you as an artist. And
True.
do not force your talent. Follow that thing which you're good at. Don't listen to what people are telling you to do. It's gonna kill you.
Okay. Yeah. So do you read a lot?
I read a lot. Trust me.
Okay.
I read a lot. You cannot
Wow.
be a Pan-Africanist and a rapper without studying a lot.
Mm-hmm.
This is what some Cameroonians don't know, that rappers should study a lot. Nas, Tupac, Big, Eminem. These are people who are addicted to studies.
Mm.
You feel me? R.I.P. to those who have died, but these are people who study a lot. So
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. So I think the reason why many rappers don't know that is because that's not what is shown, right? What is shown is the bling bling, the cars, the fast life, like that's what's shown. But the reading, it's more on the low low. Yeah.
Yes, yes. But the bling bling is not like not just rap music. Everybody likes flashy things.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just rap. Like people are making this thing look like it's only we rappers that like the bling bling or whatever.
Yeah.
Nah, like actors, they like the bling bling.
Mm-hmm.
Models, supermodels, and so on, they like the bling bling. Entrepreneurs, they like the bling bling. Normal people, they like the bling bling.
Yeah.
If you like looking good, that's the bling bling.
Yeah.
Rappers just we promote it a lot.
Do you have any upcoming
But-
projects which you would like to promote before we go?
Oh yeah. I know a lot of fans are waiting for my single.
Yes.
It's gonna drop.
Yes.
My biggest single, which is anticipated, is gonna be "This Is Hip Hop."
Okay.
It's gonna be my single. It's done already. I have like 3-4 songs all done already, but I'm not in a rush. I want to do it the right way. As a rapper, you need to make your name. You need to put your feet on the ground first before you start releasing songs. So my name is actually going even before the single. So when the single comes, people will already know that, okay, it's this person and this is what he stands for. So my music is gonna, be taken, serious better.
Yeah.
So there is another freestyle little video I'm gonna be dropping. It's called Rap Citizen, which is gonna drop in a little bit. It's shot already. It's edited. We're gonna drop in a little bit Rap Citizen, and we'll be doing giveaways after that. So stay tuned.
Oh. Oh, that's incredible. Yeah. And it's one thing which is unique about you is your name is already out, like you said, before you even dropped your first single, right? And it's not just out there locally, it's out there internationally. So that's like incredible. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh, glory to God. Oh,
True.
glory to God.
True.
Let the guys be praised.
Awesome. So thank you very much for accepting to do this interview.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. The country needs you. The industry needs you. Please stay. Please keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
See, this is what made me actually like take this so serious. I saw the little, I don't know how you reporters call it, but the little article that you did on the feature between me and Kao Denero and the controversy with Jovian and so on. I saw how you did it. Wow, I was like, wow, Cameroon got reporters like this. She knew how to carry herself. She could articulate herself very well, and these are some of the people that we need. You motivate me. You have no idea what you've just done. You motivate me having this conversation with you. So thank you. It's a pleasure.
Thank you too. Have a great evening. Nice
Same
talking
to you. Happy World Music Day.
Same to you. Bye. That was it. That was the interview with King B. It was really enlightening, and it was so good talking to King B. And yeah, so I hope, like I always say at the end of this interview, I hope it provided value for you. And if there are some questions which you felt like I didn't touch on, you felt like you wanted to know some things about King B, just feel free to leave in the comments below, or you have my email address, it's in the description. Anyway, you can get to me. Instagram, Facebook, like everything is down in the description. Or if you're an artist out there watching this interview and you would like to be interviewed by me on Chakara TV, just feel free to get in touch. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe, hit the notification button. See you guys next time. Bye.